is Greg Camp, and I believe that our popular culture perpetuates a level of materialism through a barrage of marketing messages and brand associations. I believe the media is a tool that is being misused by corporate America to sell products. We need to learn how to filter these messages and realize when we are being marketed to. The average American is exposed to 3,000 marketing messages a day.
Vans,
Facebook,
Tide, Starbucks,
Nike,
Girl, Twitter,
Volca,
Walmart,
Macy's,
Puma,
McDonald's,
Old Navy,
Safeway,
Ford.
Is it really that important that we fill our lives with stuff? How do I recognize if I'm being marketed to? How do I figure out if these products are essential to me?
It's all the way back to the snake oil salesman, bro. The snake oil salesman was a guy who rolled into town on a wagon, and he had all kinds of cures and fixes. If you take this snake oil, your hair will grow back. Your wife will have a baby. Your lumbago, they used to call it, will go away. So now, 6 bajillion generations, we've got the snake oil salesman says, if you take this, you'll be on the top of your game. If you take this, you'll be ahead of it all. If you take this, you'll be buzzed up and happier.
Recently I was looking through my little black book and I realized I didn't have too many friends. So I went out and I got some Tommy Hilfiger cologne and I put it on, and now everybody likes me and I have tons of friends. And then I took a look at my physique and I noticed I was really skinny, and so I bought some Calvin Klein underwear and now I'm buff and good looking, and I've always wanted to be more rugged, so I started smoking Marlboros, and I like to be original, so I got myself an iMac. And I could be more suave and debonair, so I started making martinis with Sky vodka, and if I want to feel wacky and zany, I get a burger at Jack in the Box. And I've never had a very positive attitude about life, but my new Nikes keep me optimistic, and now I'm a real go-getter. Anyway, now my life is perfect, and I'm a much happier person.
According to DM News Magazine, people today see more advertisements in 1 year than people 50 years ago saw in their entire life.
So their ability to communicate with each other, to know what was going on in each other's lives, was just completely different than what we experience today.
Nowadays, 30-second commercials won't even reveal the product until the last 5 seconds. But by the time you reach the end of the commercial, you will know that if you buy their product, you will have the perfect summer or join the revolution.
I think that there's a tremendous amount of social and neuroscience that goes into those commercials. They've done a great deal of study on how the human mind takes in information and then what it does with it.
I mean, mainly I got all these things just because I've seen ads on the computer, like the computer, the TV, and they've influenced me and like made me decide like, oh, I want to get these shoes because I saw this celebrity wearing them, or I want to like get those things because they look cool.
4 hours of television programming contains over 100 ads.
I don't want to hear the constant repetition or the message of buying something.
Marketing techniques are becoming more difficult to avoid and recognize.
It just creates a culture of materialism, but I do think that it is valuable to say that advertisements are incredibly influential in our society.
6 companies control 95% of the media we receive. This means that the information we receive comes from very limited sources.
I don't seek that information, it's more pushed at me.
If they can say the right things and like have the right items, then yeah, I think it can really affect you.
Corporate America sells its products by building brand associations like ideals or lifestyles.
I've seen the iPad commercial and they associated a lot of lifestyles with that. They actually purposely try and say, this fits with every single lifestyle no matter who you are.
If you ask a parent, they might call it intuitive. If you ask a musician, they might call it inspiring. If you ask a child, she might call it magic. And if you asked us, we'd say it's just getting started.
I realize that wearing Nikes will not make me better at sports, nor does wearing Calvin Klein underwear make me more attractive. Athletes excel at sports through dedication, hard work, and practice, not by wearing Air Jordans or using degree deodorant. Take pride in who you are by what you do. and how you treat yourself and others. Materialism and all the things that come with it do not define you.